Myra Salido.
And look at Salido's eyes, swelling under both. He's blinking, breathing at the beginning of the 10th round out of his mouth.
Now, Salido has landed almost 100 punches more than Lopez. Oh, my!
Lopez hurt.
He's out.
Oh, and he goes down. Salido with the uppercut. Juan staggering.
That's it.
It's over again.
That's it. That's a good stoppage. Good stoppage. Young man took a lot of punishment tonight, Al.
Wow.
Orlando Salido does it again in Puerto Rico.
One of the important subplots of all this was that the two swelled up eyes of Salido were making things problematic for him, but then he got Lopez in big trouble, knocked him down. He would struggle to his feet, and you see how he wobbled. Now the referee did the right thing there, not stopping at that moment, but let's take a look again at the knockdown. There would be a huge right hand. That's the one that just got him in big trouble, and then the left, and there would be another right uppercut. Those were tremendous punches, and followed by a left. Now, it's important to note that the referee, Robert Ramirez Sr., took a moment to take a look at Lopez, and he still didn't stop it, but all of a sudden he sees Lopez wobbling and he looks at him and says, no, I've got to stop this fight.
That's a great stoppage.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes you have to save a guy from himself.
Yes.
We knew Lopez was going to get up. We knew he wanted to fight and continue on, but it was just too far gone. I mean, he would have to have a miracle punch to stop Salido, and it seems as if Salido was getting stronger. He fought a gallant fight. You can't take anything away from Lopez.
Let's go inside the ring to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 32 seconds in round number 10. Tenemos el tiempo, 32 segundos en round número 10. El referee paró la pelea. The referee stops the contest. The winner by way of technical knockout, and still the WBO featherweight champion of the world, Orlando Salido.
Orlando Salido retains his WBO featherweight championship belt, once again beating Juan Manuel Lopez in his home country in the final show stats.
You can see the big margin in number of punches landed and in power punches landed, and for Salido, only 5 jabs landed in this fight, intriguingly, but all those power punches, the left hooks, the left uppercuts, the overhand rights that landed against Juan Manuel Lopez, who of course also did his share of landing. That's why those eyes are so swelled up for Orlando Salido.
All right, Ray.
Time now to go inside the ring with Jim Gray, who's standing by with the champion.
All right, Gus, thank you very much. Orlando, congratulations. Felix De Jesus will translate for us. How would you assess this battle that you were just in?
Felicidades, Orlando. ¿Cómo esta batalla, cómo tú dices que fue esta batalla?
Fue como lo que dije, iba a ser una guerra arriba del ring. Empezamos a intercambiar golpes, un peleador muy fuerte. Él tiene tiene todo para ser campeón también, es un buen peleador.
This is how he planned this fight. He knew it was going to be a tough fight. They knew they were going to counter punch and change punches, and it was just a tough fight. He's a tough fighter.
You landed more than 2-to-1 power punches. Coming into this fight, would he have thought that be possible?
¿Tú pensabas que iba a tirar 2 sobre 1 en lo que se refiere a trompadas sobre López?
No te entendí, no te entendí.
De que sí, tú pensabas que en esta pelea tú ibas a tirar casi doble de lo que tiró López en esta pelea.
Claro que sí, para llegar a una edición y tener posibilidades, tenía que tirar el doble de él.
He knew that if he was here in Puerto Rico and to win the decision, he needed to throw at least 2-1.
Before we look at the knockdown, ask him to describe in his mind what he can remember of that 9th round. That was one of the greatest rounds that we've seen in an awful long time.
Antes de ver el knockout, describe un poquito el 9º round, que es uno de los mejores que hemos visto últimamente.
No, pues fue un round a tú por tú, como te digo, es un peleador fuerte que no se deja, ni yo tampoco, combatimos hasta que cayeron los dos y gracias a Dios pues él fue el que cayó.
We were both competed in that round. It was punch for punch, and luckily he's the one that fell.
Let's take a look now, if we can, Orlando, on the monitor right here. Tell us about the knockdown here in the 10th round.
¿Cómo fue el knockdown aquí en el 10º?
Le pegué unos uppercitos y un volado derecha. Todo el último fue un upper. ¡Oh!
He worked with the uppers, and then he came down with the uppers, and then the right hand put him down.
And then did you feel as though he was going to be able to get up, and he was able to get up? Did you know the fight was over at that moment?
¿Pensaba que ya la pelea se había acabado en ese momento?
No, yo sabía que me quedaban 3 rounds todavía porque era el 10º y tenía que luchar hasta el final.
Yeah, he knew this guy was a warrior, so he still had 3 rounds in the bank just in case.
What does this rivalry mean to you now that you've concluded 2 fights against Juan Manuel Lopez?
¿Qué significa esta rivalidad para tú ya que has terminado 2 peleas con él?
Pues es un clásico entre México y Puerto Rico que siempre ha existido desde que existe el boxeo. Siempre hay competencias y gracias a Dios nos tocó vencer ahora.
This is a classic between Mexico and Puerto Rico. It's always existed in boxing, and this time it was his turn to win.
How about a third? Would you do it again?
¿Otra tercera pelea frente a él?
Estoy listo y quiero mandarle a Julio César Chávez Jr. y que le eche ganas que el que sigue ahora.
Yeah, he's ready to fight for a third fight.
Yeah.
He's ready.
Congratulations. It was one of the outstanding performances.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring in Juan Manuel Lopez. Juanma.
Muy fuerte.
Felix, what did he say? What did he say to you right there,
¿Qué fue lo
Juanma?
que te dijo ahora mismo él?
No, que iba peleando muy bien, que soy muy fuerte, fue lo que dijo.
Yeah, that he was very strong in this fight, that it was a very tough fight.
How would you describe this fight, Juanma?
¿Cómo tú describes esta pelea, Juanma?
No, una pelea fuerte, pero yo iba dominando la pelea definitivamente.
I was dominating the fight. It was a tough fight, but he felt he was dominating the fight.
Pero este árbitro, al igual que el hijo de él, pararon la pelea. La pelea anterior la paró el hijo de él.
He said that the referee stopped the fight, that the other fight, his son stopped it, and now he stops it.
Y él y su hijo son dos apostadores, porque ellos apuestan con unas personas del mismo pueblo donde yo vivo, son dos
Now he's
apostadores.
basically saying that the referee stopped the fight because they have gambling problems.
Y la comisión sabe que yo se lo dije que él era un apostador, él es
And
un
he told the
apostador.
commission that the referee was a gambler.
Para mí lo hizo mal en
And
ponerlo.
that he did it wrong in putting him
Es
as a
algo
referee.
irresponsable de la comisión y irresponsable de él como
It's very
árbitro.
responsible for the commission to put him as a referee, knowing that he has a gambling problem per Owama.
Wait a minute. You feel as though a gambling problem was the difference in this fight, even though you were being power punched more than 2-1, you were out power punched?
Sí, él dice que los golpes eran 2-1, que tú todavía piensas que fue por el referee que paró en la pelea.
Pues claro que sí, no, él me está dando golpes fuertes, pero yo iba dominando la pelea. Pueden chequear la scorecard, o sea, iba ganando la pelea.
I was winning the fight, and basically he was punching me hard 2-1, but I was winning the fight. I was dominating.
You were very, very wobbly here after the knockdown. Tell us in your mind, we don't have the monitor, unfortunately, the monitor has gone out. Did you feel as though you were going to be able to continue?
¿Tú pensabas que podías seguir después de que pararon las peleas?
Sí, yo estoy bien consciente de todo lo que estoy diciendo, estoy bien consciente de lo que estoy aquí de pie.
He's very conscious of what he's saying, that he could still continue to fight.
All right, let's take a look now at the end of the fight. And please describe if you feel as though you are going to be able to continue based on what you see right here as you take a look, Juanma.
He already said that he saw the replay, but that he said that he could still continue even though he saw the hard punches.
Me dio un buen golpe, no hay problema, no, yo sé, ahí me dio un buen
He
golpe,
did hit me
sí.
hard, but I can still continue.
Pero yo me paré y estaba consciente de lo que estaba
I stood
haciendo.
up and I was conscious that I could still fight.
I think it's going to be very disturbing to the fans who are watching this that you feel as though not only were you winning and dominating this fight, which clearly nothing would indicate that, but I think it's going to be disturbing that you think that there was some foul play. Are you sure that that is what you really feel and mean?
En lo que se refiere a los fanáticos, ellos van a estar no conscientes de lo que tú dijiste, de que no se pudo ganar debido al referí.
No, los fanáticos yo espero ¿sabes? Que lamento no haberle fallado, pero en realidad yo estaba bien consciente. Este referee la detuvo mal, lo sigo diciendo, la detuvo mal, él es un apostador y no me voy a quejar.
He's still, he's sorry about the fans that the way they send it, but that he still thinks that the referee had other issues.
You were ahead on the judges' cards. Would you like to have a third fight with Orlando?
Estaba adelante en lo que se refiere al scorecard. ¿Tú quieres tener otra pelea con Salido?
A mí yo lo que la compañía diga, definitivamente yo estoy puesta a pelear con Salido cuando sea y donde sea, no hay problema, con Salido con cualquiera.
Whatever my promoter says, I'm willing to fight with Salido or anybody else.
Juan Manuel, we appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Gracias, felicidades, Juan.
No, gracias a todos ustedes, gracias por el apoyo.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Gus, back to you.
Thank you very much, Jim. And time now to go to the official scoring for Salido Lopez. And guys, we may have seen a different fight than the judges here.
Well, very interesting. Denny Nelson, who interestingly we thought scored our Cloud Campillo fight correctly. I've got to take issue with him on this one. He had the fight as a draw. One of the other referees, Michael Pernick, had Lopez. Ironically, the winning score for Lopez came from a Puerto Rican judge. For Salido, well, that's for Lopez. Actually, two scores for Lopez, and then a draw on Denny Nelson. So I didn't agree with either of any of the scorecards. And let's look at Chuck Giampa's scorecard as he looks at it. He had Salido winning by a considerable margin.
Now let's check out what's ahead on our Showtime Sports Boxing calendar. Showbox, the new generation.